Well, hello, everyone. How is everyone doing today? Is my audio okay? I just got a message from YouTube streaming platform that said my audio might have been having some issues. So if you can hear me okay, just let me know. There's a slight delay from when I talk to when you hear it. I understand that. So actually, I need a time how long it takes for me to actually see a comment from when I say something. It's quite a lag. But if you can hear me okay, just let me know. Because YouTube is telling me, oh, your audio might be having issues. You should use this. I'm like, nope, actually my audio is, my settings are right. Comrade says it's, what, Krishna Janmashtami. Janmashtami? Did I say that right? What is Krishna Janmashtami? Gotta look that up. I gotta Google that, because I do not know what that is. Hope I'm saying that right. Krishna Janmashtami. I'm probably butchering that. I apologize. Commemoration of the love of Lord Krishna and Radha. It's the unfulfilled love of the divine couple. Birthday of Lord Krishna. Okay, cool. Well, I'm not familiar with that, but I will definitely bookmark this as some follow-up reading. I'm always interested in various cultures. My wife is Asian, so I'm always interested in her Lao culture and all their holidays and the things they celebrate, and it's very interesting. Okay! Man, back again! I don't think I've ever streamed this many days in a row before. But I really want to get this app built, right? I really want to get this application built. So, let's just go ahead and jump right into it, right? I got meetings today, so I don't want to waste too much time just jibber-jabbering. So let me hop into my desktop here. Okay, so where did we leave off yesterday? So yesterday, we actually finished, the web API, as far as I can tell. I mean, I still have a question about if I'm doing this right, or if I should be returning the actual, like, I think it was called physical file, but I'm not trying to return a file. I just want to return the JSON text itself. I don't want the file. So we'll see, right? We'll see. We may need to change this, but for now, this is what we want. So we managed to get both the post, the put, and the get working for our web API. All the core stuff is figured out. Everything, actually, I better start this. Remember, I always forgot to start the server. So I'll have this running. And yeah, so let's check it out in action. Here's the application running. And what we got done was we were able to load a CSV file, generate the JSON for it. We can get our share link. Here's our share link, so I can copy that. And I can paste it in my browser, and it will return the JSON from the JSON we saved here, right? And we also implemented the ability to save, so I can make some changes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll go 51. And as you can see, as I made these changes, we updated the JSON. So now if I say get link, right? Well, I don't even need a get link. I just refresh, and we can see that our data has been updated, right? So we're updating the JSON, which is really cool, really awesome. So we have all that done. And if you're just joining for the first time, GitHub Excel to JSON, here is the repo that all the data is being saved in. Right there, I'll just put that in chat. Now, I'm gonna probably fix like the folder structure, because I don't really like how this is nested and everything, but that's not super important right now. I will adjust that later. But for now, we need to continue on our code journey, right? And so the next step, what was the next step? The next step is Excel, right? We need to start parsing Excel, because we have CSV, we have that working. We've generated the JSON from it, right? We have it loading in our worksheet. We can edit the worksheet and it works just fine. Yeah, that's all golden. That's all good. Top 10 TV. What's up? Thanks for joining. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to minimize this, minimize that. Okay, so here's kind of where we left off our code. This is probably going to have to change here. This on workbook dirtied here. This is going to have to change a tad bit. But maybe not right now. I think our first step, before we get into this, we have to actually load an Excel file, right? So we need to load Excel. So this is going to be the biggest pain, actually. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the Infragistics website because we're using their Excel library. And I'm going to go to Ignite UI for Angular because that's what we're using. Components. That actually didn't take me to the components. Let me scroll down to where the components actually are. And then spreadsheet, because that's what we're using. And there's an Excel utility here that provides the code for loading Excel files. All right, so I'm just going to copy and paste this because it's a little complicated. More complicated than I would like it to be. And we're going to stick it in this file here. I'm going to call this load Excel file. What did I call it in CSV? Yeah, load CSV file. Okay. And this is going to be not Excel utility, but just Excel. Read file as uint8 array. Okay, well, that's super complicated, but let's go ahead and find that in here. Save, nope. I think that this is it right here. This is it right there. So we're going to copy this. And where are we going to paste this? We can paste it right in there. And okay, so we have some errors from code I just copied and pasted. How hilarious is that? Okay, let's look at what we have here. We're returning a new promise of a workbook. Excel, read, got it, file, load. Argument type of null is not assignable to parameter of type of workbook load options. So can I just do this? Oh, there we go. That fixed it. Okay, so what we're doing here, this is so complicated. We need to fix this in the product. This should not be this difficult. Wow. Yeah, I'm glad I don't have to write this by hand. Okay, so what are they doing? Well, this is returning a new promise. We're taking the file, and we're essentially calling the read file as uint8 array method. Okay, we'll read as binary string. On load, we're getting the result string from the file reader. Then we're doing some crazy stuff with it and returning that. And then that result. Why do they use A? These are horrible names. What is W? Is that the workbook? Yes, this is the workbook. Okay, I want to name that something that makes sense to me. Whoa! And what's A? Is this array? Yeah, I think that's returning the array. Okay, so I'm going to name this array. Right? Name things that make sense. I think this is error. Whoa. What that was. Right? There. That's better. Whoever wrote that snippet, they need to learn how to name things. Okay. So this, I actually want to call file reader. So everywhere that says FR, I'm gonna rename to file reader. Anything? Oh, yep, here. Okay. And I guess that's good enough. Oh, error. Error, okay. Alrighty. So we'll save that. So this supposedly is going to allow us to load our workbook giving a file. So let's go back to our editor here, and this is where we need to do that. So we're going to say Excel dot load Excel file. This is the file. Then it's going to return a workbook. Oops. And then we need to say this dot spreadsheet dot workbook equals workbook. We'll save that. So this should theoretically work kind of right out of the box, right? All I did was copy and paste their code from here. I don't think I need any of this. And I don't need load from URL. I didn't need save. Yeah, I just needed those two. I'm just trying to load the file itself. And it's going to produce a workbook object and return that workbook object to us. I'm actually going to drag this over to the side here. And I will reference that as needed. But I want to have the app up right now. Okay, so is this, yeah, this is still bundling up. Ever since we added the spreadsheets and the Excel stuff, it really added some size to our bundles. So every time we do the hot reload to save it, it takes a while. It takes a long time to actually generate the bundle and have the site refresh. So we'll want to make sure that any code we write, we really think it through before we hit save and try to test it, because we can't be just like, make a change, save, test, make a change. No, we can't do that because that will take way too long. It's taking like, it's still generating. You can't see it because my OBS has a bar at the bottom. I'm gonna go ahead and hide that bar real quick. You can see how it's generating browser application bundles. You see that? So that's all covered up. So I just gotta wait for that to finish and we will test loading the Excel file. Anything else I want to rename while I'm in here? Oh, I see an error here. Oh, I see error here. That ain't even being used. I don't even know if that needs to be there. Okay, okay, says done. Says it's done. So let's test, shall we? I'm going to bring up my console there. Let's open up the sample. And it seemed to work. Look at there. So this has multiple spreadsheets. I mean, this has multiple worksheets. And here's a table here. This one has a table. Is there any more on here? I think it's just those two, right? Oh, wait, no. This one scrolls off to the side here. And there's a table off to the side. Table there. Table here. Okay, so what's cool is it looks like our flat data approach worked. However, we're working with an actual table now. What I want to happen, so we're loading a table, and if the table is in like the top left corner, it's going to work fine. But what happens if the table is not in the top left-hand corner? What if it's like in the middle over here? Right? Because in an Excel spreadsheet, a table could be anywhere. And what I want to be able to do is, if I have a spreadsheet with multiple tables, I want to be able to like click in the table, right? And then like update the JSON over here. Like, oh wait, I want this table. And then I can come in and say, oh, well, this is 89 now, and you know, edit it. Or if I come to this one, once I switch to this spreadsheet to this worksheet, I want this table to now be active. And now if I come over here and select this table, I want that table to be converted, right? So that's kind of where my thought process is going with this. So, that means we need to convert an Excel table to JSON. So we need to parse a table through the APIs, right? An Excel table. Where is my... Here. I'll drag this back over. One thing, I need to go to the... I need the APIs for the Excel library. Probably using tables. Worksheet table. This is probably where I'm gonna have to be. Let's look at the tables. What do we have? Data area region. Header row region. What else do we have? Totals row, whole table region. Okay. What else do we have? I guess that's kind of all we have. That doesn't really give us a lot to go off of, does it? Can we iterate through what's data area? What does this have? It's a worksheet region. So the worksheet region has a first column, first row, last column, last row. Okay, wait a minute. Let's look at our app real quick. So I'm assuming this is the header region. This is probably the data region. But it doesn't give me like the rows and columns. It just gives me with the first row and first column, last row. Well, that is a little annoying, isn't it? That is kind of extremely annoying. How are we supposed to convert a table without having all the rows? You would think this would have a rows collection, right? Like in my mind, I would have a rows collection. If I have a worksheet region, why don't I have... Okay. First row, first column, last column. What about... Let's just give me... Okay, that's just a number. Well... Huh. What if we use just a loop? And we have the position, right? We have the first column. I'm assuming that's an index. Yeah, it gets the index of the first column. So we know where to start. We know where to end. First row, last row. So maybe we could just use those indexes and just kind of move using the worksheet. What else? What methods do I have? Equals, form as table. Okay. Let's go back here. Header row region. This is still just a worksheet region. Okay, let me move this off to the side here. Because this is a little... Last row. Okay, so first off, let's add a new method here. I'm just going to add it. Doesn't matter where I add it. I'll add it right here. Public static convert table to JSON. And this is going to take a worksheet table. I think that's what it was, right? Dang it. Where's my docs? Yeah, worksheet table. Okay. Oh. Actually, let's just call this table. Keep it short. But is of type worksheet table. Okay. So now that we have the worksheet table, probably going to want to get... So this is converting to JSON. We're going to take a similar approach to what we did here, right? When we converted flat data to JSON, we need property names. We need to grab the header row. We need to loop through the rows. Okay, we're going to take the same approach. Build our dynamic object right here, right? We're going to take the exact same approach. Here, just slightly different code. Slightly. So we'll refer to this. Because I think... So we'll start by getting the property name. So we said let property names equals an array. Right? We did that. Then we got the headers. So we made a const headers equals. But in this case, since we're dealing with the table had the header row region. Now that gives us each header. Can I... what is this? Oh, it's an IEnumerable. So, since it's an IEnumerable, I should be able to say for const header in... Whoops, I need my... Sorry. Header in headers. Whoops, sorry. Okay. So for each header in headers, property names, push. Header. Is it just header? Or does it have a property off of it? I think it's just header. Maybe? Let's see. Abdul, interesting. We went to YouTube instead of Twitch. Yes. I no longer stream on Twitch. It's just easier for me not to stream on Twitch. Because, you know, with Twitch, when I'm streaming on Twitch, I gotta like take the recording, edit it down, you know, bring it over, upload it to YouTube. Like it's a real pain. It's just easier to just do it here. Plus, I have way more subscribers on YouTube than I do Twitch, so. Maybe it's just header then. Maybe it's just header. Abdul, makes sense. Yeah. I just have such limited time, you know? So I think I can do this. Wait a minute. This is... Okay, I'm doing C# code. This is not right. It's of headers. Of. Because in JavaScript, it's... Right? Let me bring this back over here. JavaScript for in versus for of. Yeah, there's a difference. There's a difference. This always gets me. The for in returns the keys. For of returns the values. Okay, yep. I was doing that wrong. That definitely needs to be for of. So does that change my object? That's a worksheet cell. Oh, that didn't give me what I thought it was going to give me. Okay. And this has a value property. Okay. So just for fun, let's console.log our property names. Let's make sure that's working. I think that works. That should work. But we'll keep going. I'm going to assume that's working. So did you ever beat Infragistics in the follower war? Oh my gosh. No, I don't think I have yet. I haven't really been trying recently. Let me bring my internet back over. Let's look while that's compiling. YouTube.com/Brian Lagunas. Basically have 10,700 Infragistics. 12,300. Yeah, I'm still behind, my friend. I'm still behind, but I haven't really put in an effort yet. I took like 3 months off, right? So I need to do better. I need to do better. Okay, let me drag that back over. Because you guys don't want to be staring at the docs. I'm sure you'd rather see me writing code. Okay, so after we get the property names, we got the data objects, and then we looped through all the rows. So let's take that same approach, right? Take the same approach. Seuss Labs, that's one man versus an organization. Yes, it is. That's what's exciting. Like, I really want to beat my company because they have like a whole marketing department behind them. And you know they paid for subscribers. You know they paid for them. You know it. Let's be honest. That's a marketing department. You know they did. You know it. So I'm trying to beat them. I'm trying to prove to them that community is stronger than buying your subs, you know, or marketing. Like, I just want to say that, look, if you just be authentic, your authentic self, people will come, right? That's what I want to try to prove, but right now they're still B2B, so I'm not proving it. Okay, so we got to go with, we're creating our data objects. And this is going to be an array. And then, Seuss Labs, oh, indeed, yeah. And then after we have this, we need to loop through each of the rows. Now, here's the problem. I can bring the docs back over that I'm looking at here. We don't have rows on this region at all. Right? We don't have any rows to work with. So I have to get creative. Abdul, wait a second. You're working with Excel, using any libraries or frameworks? Yes, I am using the Infragistics spreadsheet. So here, let me actually pull this up. You see the spreadsheet component right here? This is from the Ignite UI for Angular product. It's on NPM. We just did an NPM install. And it has an Excel library as well. So we're using the Excel library API to parse the Excel file. So here, I'll go upload. Well, that wasn't Excel. Sorry. That's Excel. There's the table, right? And so we just loaded that Excel file into the Excel spreadsheet. So now what we're doing is we're going to take this table, parse its data into JSON. So I want to be able to like select a different table in my spreadsheet. And when I select that table, that JSON will appear on this side. Okay. So that's what we're trying to accomplish. All right. So now that we have our data objects, we need to parse through here. Now, the API gives us, the table does, the data area region. So it gives us that region. So now what we need to do is, because that data region, let me bring up my docs on this side. Okay. The data region doesn't have a rows collection. So down here, we're going to take the same approach. We actually had the worksheet rows in this case, but we can't use the rows because we're within the confines of a table. So let's go for each R, let R, which stands for row, data region, dot rows, first row, last row, first row. Well, hold on. Before I do this, can I... That's IEnumerable too. Can I? What? Can I do this? For const row in data region? No, not in. Oh, C# getting me. Of data region. Console.log row. Oh, I guess it would help if I actually call this code somewhere also. Because we're not calling it anywhere. Let's do this. Excel. Well, it needs to be... Hold on. This dot code equals Excel dot convert. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, we need to fake this for now. We need to fake it. I need to fake it. Workbook dot active. No, worksheet. Sorry, worksheets index of 0 dot tables index of 0. Okay, I'm hard coding it for now, just because I need to execute that code, right? So let's hard code it for now. We will fix it though. We will return just some like something weird. Ah, crap. Can't do that. I can do this though. Okay, I just need to return something so I know that that code's getting called. And we'll need to fix this. We'll definitely need to fix this. But let's just work with this, right? Let's work with this. I want to see if I can just kind of navigate through the rows and if that will give me what that gives me. Right? Like, what is this? Row dot cells? Oh, it doesn't give me cells. I know that might not work after all. So format. Wait. What if this is a cell? What if that's not a row? What if it just goes from cell to cell to cell? Wow, I think that's what it is. Has a row index. So format. Column index. I don't think this is going to help us much, actually. I think the row is actually a cell, and I think it's just going to go like read it like a typewriter would, right? I don't think this is going to do what I think it's going to do. Okay. Yeah. I'm not sure that's going to work. I'll wait for this thing to finish compiling at least so I can check the logs. While it's doing that, let's go to our spreadsheet component. And I want to see if there's any like table change or something like that. Active table changed. Look at that. On active table changed. Now, I'm not sure if this gives me anything specifically, but we will find out, won't we? I'm going to find out. Where's the docs over here? Okay, these aren't really telling me a lot. Oh, that's done. Okay, let me get the app up. So let's go ahead, clear this. Sample. Okay, we got something. So there's our property names. So our property names are definitely working. This is a row, but is it a row? No, it's not. It's a cell. Yeah, that's not what I'm going for. That is not what I'm going for. I'm gonna pass the event into here real quick. Okay, so we can't do it this way. Because I don't want to go through the cells. That's not the way my brain works. My brain works like I want to work through my rows like this, right? And then as I work through the rows, then I'll read the cells in that row. It's kind of what I want my brain to do. Okay, so this is going to be first row. And it's R is going to be data region dot last row. Row plus plus. Right? I think so. My only thought is, should it be less than and equal to or less than? Because I think it might stop one short if I do less than. I think I need to do less than or equal to. I think that's what it needs to be. Otherwise, it might be a row short, right? Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay, so now, as we loop through the rows, just like we did down here, we need to create a data... Actually, I'll just copy and paste that. Right, we need a data object. This is our dynamic JavaScript object that's going to act as our JSON object, right? We're gonna convert that to a JSON object. Okay. We need another for each. So now we're going to go through the cells. We got to go the cells of that row. For let cell equal data region. No, not data region. Is it? Yeah, data region. First column. Because now we're going through the columns. Right? C is less than equal to data region dot last column. Cell plus plus. Does that work for you guys? Yeah? Okay, we're going to go with that. So now we're in the row from this loop here. I have my row index. So R is going to represent the row index. C is going to represent the cell. So I know that I can get the value by saying, oh crap, I need the worksheet too. Hold on. Do I have the worksheet? I have the table. Let's bring this up. I need to go back to table. The table has the worksheet. Okay. Okay. So let's do this. Up here, we'll say const worksheet equals table dot worksheet. Okay, now we have the worksheet. Now, worksheet dot, I'll have the worksheet, I'll have the index, so I can say rows of R dot cells of cell dot value. That should give me the value of that location of where we're at, right? So we're going down the index of the cell, or of the row, boom, 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 boom. So that's this index, no matter where it's at. And then we're gonna go across for the cell index, which would be here. Okay, that should give me the value. Now I need a property name. I have my property names up here. This is good. We checked that. That was valid. But this uses a different index though. I can't use the same index because if the table is in the middle of the worksheet, this index is gonna be, it's not gonna be 0. It's gonna be like way off. So how the heck do I get the property names off of this? Because what I'd like to do is say, hey, const property name equals property names index of cell. That's what I would like to do, but I can't do that. And that's because, like I said, if my table is in the middle, if it's in the middle of the worksheet, then this cell or column index, excuse me, this column index is going to be way off. Instead of being like A0, B1, C2, it could be like F, G, H, right? Like way over. So I can't do this. I can't do this. Any ideas? Any ideas? You know what we can... No, that won't work. We got to track our own number. We have to track our own index. Property name index. Right? Then change that to that. Then we just make sure we increment it. That's what I'm thinking. Because we'll go through here. We'll set it to 0. So for each row, we're going to set it to 0. Then for each column, we'll set it. So that's 0, 1, 1, 2, 2. Oh, yeah, that's going to work. Now, we set data object index of property name equals value. Then data objects dot push our data object. Then return JSON dot stringify data objects null /t for tab. That should fix that. I think that's good. I think that converts a table to JSON. That look right? I know yesterday I made some mistakes in my indexing that the viewers caught and fixed for me. I think I didn't make those same mistakes in this one. Okay, so now let's go back to our components. Now I'm hard coding it here, but we can't hard code this. We can't hard code this at all. We gotta be smart about it. First off, we added an on table changed. Where's my... Oh, no! I didn't mean to do that. Let me pull this off. I accidentally closed it. Worksheet row. Worksheet. Okay, I gotta get back where I was. Where was I? I want to be on table. I want to be on worksheet table. That's data tables. Oh, here we go. Tables. Worksheet table. Worksheet. Really? Oh, return that. Okay, worksheet table. Okay, what was I looking at? Now I've lost... Oh, on active table changed. Okay, spreadsheet. Sorry, not worksheet. I need to be on spreadsheet. Go back. I need to be on spreadsheet. Can I do this? Oh, that's not it. All right, fine. Let's just go back to Unite UI for Angular. Did not mean to close that window. Working with worksheets. Worksheet, there we go. Oh, wait a minute. Nope, I need spreadsheet. Sorry. Spreadsheet. There we go. This is what I'm looking for because it had the active table changed. Invoked, changed, event, owner. Okay, it gives me old active table, new active table. Okay, drag this over. Okay, so it gives me the active table. So it says new value and then, okay, so new value. So this should be, so that's any, so I can say, hey, const table equals event dot target, no, args dot, I think it's new value. Then I can say, hey, if there's a table, meaning I selected a table. Oh, Ganesh says you can press Control plus Shift plus Tab to reopen. Oh, I did not know that. Thanks for the tip. Control Shift T. That'd be helpful because I did not mean to close that tab. Okay, so if we have a table, then Excel.convert table to JSON, and then our table. And then we don't have to hard code this up here. Right? So this is, okay, this is going to change. So let's get rid of that. That's going to change. I'm going to save it real quick. And something, ooh. So if that changes, so this is going to handle whenever I click on a table. Assuming we got our code right. Assuming that we didn't mess this up. Convert table to JSON. We will find out, that's for sure. One Lubo. This shortcut works in browsers too. I think it's standard now. Oh, sweet. Okay, so let's, that's saving, that's generating. We'll keep working until that's done. So I'm trying to think. So I'm thinking like, if my workbook is dirtied, I might want to see if there's an active table. So I'm going to go back over here. Because we have an active table property. Like we can use this active table property that says, hey, if there's an active table, so if I make a change and there's an active table, then we want to convert the table. not flat data. Because we have two different approaches here, right? We have the flat data where there's no table, and then we have tables in our spreadsheets. Okay, so I think if we use that active, so we can't do this. We can't do this on the workbook dirtied. And I'm kind of curious on this as well. Just loading the spreadsheet in general. This is getting a little complicated. Okay, so let's upload this. Okay, so now what should happen is if I click into this table, boom. Got it. Oh yeah. Got it. All right. So now if I click into this table, boom. If I scroll over and click into this table, boom. The editing probably won't work. No, the editing doesn't work. The editing doesn't work yet. That's what we got to fix. The editing doesn't work. And when I scroll, it changes. I think that's the workbook dirtied that we're messing with. So maybe I shouldn't do workbook dirtied. Maybe I should do like edit mode. That way that doesn't change. So if I select and scroll. Yeah, something. Oh, okay. Yeah, we definitely have some code to figure out. Here, I'm gonna hide that. We have some things to figure out here. First off on the workbook dirty thing. No, you know what? No, first let's load. Let's focus on loading. When I first load the file, there's going to be two scenarios. One, we're dealing with the flat data, and two, there's a table. So can we say if workbook dot active? Wait, it's spreadsheet. This dot spreadsheet dot active table. So if the active table is null, then we want to convert table to JSON passing in the active table, right? No. No, because if it's null, there's no active table. Oh. No, this is in the case of a flat data. If it's null, it's flat data. If there's an active table, but is it active if it's is it active if it's not selected when I first open up the document? What if the active table only invokes if it's selected, but if it's not selected, then the active table doesn't execute? Oh my gosh. I think we need another method. I think we need some logic here. I think... Let's go back here. Public, static, convert workbook to JSON. Okay. I think we're going to have to make some decisions here. I think... Zeus Labs, you got me, dude. I haven't worked with that inferences component before. I've only used the Open Excel NuGet. Yeah. I think we have to be a little smarter about this. So... Okay, a workbook has worksheets. A worksheets has tables. Convert worksheet to JSON. I don't know why I keep putting a space there. So if I'm doing the workbook, I have to assume... okay. Return, convert worksheet to JSON. Hard code the first one. So I have a feeling when if I'm switching tabs, hold on, let's look before I assume. Let's take a look here. Is there like a worksheet changed? Active worksheet changed, yeah. So I can imagine we're eventually going to have to add an event handler for that. So when I change worksheets, we have to parse that to JSON as well. And we have to determine, basically, are there any tables in the worksheet? Something like this, like, if there are any tables, parse the tables, else, oops, it's flat data. And if we're doing this, okay. Yes. This is gonna be workbook. Convert workbook to JSON. This is gonna be the workbook. Okay. But so by default, if we load the workbook, we're going to work off the first worksheet. Let me do something. Console.log workbook. No, not here. Not here. I'm not sure what happens. I'm not sure what happens if you save an Excel document and you have a worksheet selected that's not the first one. Like right here. Could this be something like this .spreadsheet.active worksheet? No. Yeah, instead of doing workbook to JSON, worksheet to JSON, and we pass in the active worksheet. But is an active worksheet only active if you select it? Ugh. Okay, let's start with the hard code. Let's start with the hard code, and then we can always go from there. I'm gonna hard code it first. That way I know I have a worksheet. It's the first one. Now we want to check, okay. Now we need to check nope, okay. Now we want to check if there's any tables. So we'll say, hey, if worksheet worksheet.tables. Is there like a length or count? Is there a count? No, it's length. So is this, what is this? Okay, yeah, I guess we'll go with length. Oh, it's a method. It's not a property. It's a method. There is a count. Okay, dot count is greater than 0, meaning we have 1. That means we have a table. Then we return yeah, it's going to be the first table. Worksheet this dot convert table to JSON. Worksheet dot tables index of 0. Right? We're going to say, hey, if the count is greater than 1, because this is just converting a worksheet, we're going to look for a table. Anywhere on there, we're going to look for a table. If there's a table, we're going to use it. The first one we find. Otherwise, this is flat data. Right? So now we're going to return this dot convert, whoops. This dot convert flat data to JSON, and this takes the worksheet. So we pass in the worksheet. Right? If there's a table on the worksheet, use it. The first one we find. If there isn't, we're going to assume it's flat data, and we're going to look at the top left-hand corner and try to find the data. Now, what this won't solve, I don't think, is if the data is like in the middle of the spreadsheet, but I am not going to worry about trying to support that by any means. And apparently my server got stopped, so I had to npm start again. Which kind of blows. It takes forever. But we'll keep working while that's building. Okay, so now we're saying... Do we have to handle if there is a table, though? I'm curious if this on active table changed. If this invokes, if you load... Because I don't want to call this twice. Well, we won't in this case, but if I add an else, right? So if I add an else to this, saying, hey, if there is an active table, I want to call convert to table to JSON, but I don't want to call that method twice if the on active table change event fires by default if there is a table that's there. That makes sense? Okay, my brain's getting a little twisted. It's getting a little confusing. Think. I think that's... I think that's going to work. I'm pretty sure that's going to work. We will know because... It has to work. Because if you load an Excel document into the spreadsheet component and there is a table that's already selected, this event should fire, meaning that this code should not. Because there would be an active table. So we would avoid calling this again. I think that's going to work. I hope it's going to work. I hope it's going to work. Now, the one thing I'm not sure about also is if we're handling the workbook dirtied event properly. I don't know. This might need to be the edit mode ending. We might need to change this to edit mode ending. I'm not 100% sure. Because when a value changes, right, I want to make sure that we are activating or doing the editing code. But workbook dirty apparently gets called when you even scroll. And I don't know, we don't want to be running code if we're scrolling. Okay, it loaded over here. Okay, so now let's go ahead. We're gonna run this, load this sample. Okay, okay. That worked. There is no active, there's no active table selected. So if I change and I hit this, now we have an active table. See, I think the workbook dirtied is being fired because it changed back to here. When I scrolled. Watch this. Scroll and it changed. Yeah, it's not going to work. I think we need to do edit mode ending. Okay, that means off the spreadsheet, edit mode exited. So I guess it doesn't matter what cell. So we don't need to worry about which cell it is. Okay, so let's... I'm going to comment this out. Actually, let's comment that out and see if that fixed our issue. The scrolling issue. Let's verify that first. Let's verify that I'm even looking at the right spot, what's causing that. So I'm going to comment that out, and I'm going to select the table, and then I'm going to scroll. And if it switches to the first table again, then I know that's not the line of code that's broken. It's somewhere else that's causing that. Oh, this is getting a little confusing, isn't it? But I think as far as Excel is concerned, I think we've kind of covered our basis. Right now, I think we're just worried about making sure we're interacting with the correct events. I think our Excel to JSON code is done. I think we finished that. I'm pretty confident we won't have to touch that anymore. But this code, this is where we're probably going to be working. So we know this works. Check. This is the part I'm not too sure about. This here, which event we should be handling. We'll probably have to handle the active worksheet change as well. Old active worksheet, which is probably old value. Okay, okay, that's done. All right, so where's the app? Right there. I got two of them. Okay, I gotta close one of them. I had two of them open. There it is. Okay, so let's go to upload another file. Sample. Okay, that's loaded. Select table, scroll, and it doesn't change. Okay, so it was definitely the workbook dirtied that was causing that to happen. Oh. Wait a minute. I have a bad feeling about that event. Let's try it though. Edit mode exited. On edit mode exited. I just thought of something, and I'm going to confirm my suspicions before I go with it. Console.log edited. Okay, let's save this. Save this. That's going to take a little bit to compile. I'm going to tell you what I'm thinking. When I'm working in the spreadsheet and I hit delete, is delete an edit Will it fire the edit event? You see what I'm saying? I don't think it will. I don't think hitting the delete key is an editing event, unfortunately. So I am a little concerned about that. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong. And this will work when I hit the delete key. You know, while that builds, something else I could look for. Maybe action executed. Is there like a key down maybe? Anytime a key is pressed? Enter key, nope. Zoom level, oh, I'm not seeing anything. I do not see anything about key down, but could there be like just a key event in general? Let's look at what we have. No. No, there is not. Because actually, that would probably be better if I could just detect if a key was down. Ooh, will this work? On key, well, maybe. Maybe. This might be better. On spreadsheet, key down. Let's test it.
Don't be afraid to borrow.
Okay.
Chord progressions, sounds.
Oh, it's already rebuilding. I can't run it. Dang it. Okay, so now we gotta wait. We gotta wait a little longer. So depending on if this works, I may use this one instead. Because really, I only want to update the table data, right? If they're editing, typing, deleting. But what about tab? I'll have to start handling, I'll have to handling those events, like, or those keys. If it's tab, or caps lock, or shift, or like, that blows. So maybe I will just stick with with on workbook dirtied. Right? Stick with on workbook dirtied and then just be like more careful with my logic. Right? Like I'll have to say, is there an active table selected? Right? Otherwise, get the active sheet. Use the active sheet if there is one. Something like that. Something like that. Basically, kind of what we did up here. Okay, compiled successfully. Let's load it. Okay, here's our table. So now I'm going to go to this. Select. Scroll. Okay, I'm not getting anything actually. Oh, because I'm testing the wrong thing. We fixed the scrolling issue. It was, okay, 1, 2, 3, enter. Okay, edited. That works. Delete. No. Delete. Nope. Dang it. And even the key up stuff isn't working. The key up is not working either. I should see key up and it's or key down, I mean. Key down's not working either. That is no bueno. Okay, so that doesn't work, and we can't use edit mode. Ugh. I had a feeling that was going to happen. So we have to use workbook dirtied. I could start with something like if this dot spreadsheet dot active worksheet. Do we want to go with the active worksheet? No, active table. Active table. Is there a table selected when we're dirtied? So if we have an active table, set code. Okay. Else. So this is going to be table code. This is assumed flat data. We got to set the, okay, so let's do this. Equals Excel dot convert table to JSON. Right? This dot spreadsheet dot active table. Otherwise, the JSON equals Excel dot convert flat data to JSON. And we pass in the spreadsheet dot active spreadsheet. Worksheet, I mean, sorry. Worksheet. Right? This dot code equals JSON. Should we do active worksheet or should we no, we can't hard code the worksheet because I don't know what worksheet we're going to be on. It has to be the active worksheet. I really wish they wouldn't call that active worksheet because it's really confusing. I would like to see selected worksheet, right? Like that's what I would like to see because we have a selection changed and a selection mode. Selected worksheets. But is the active worksheet the selected worksheet? Can you even have more than one worksheet selected at a time? Is that even possible in Excel? I'm not sure. Because this might need to be like selected worksheets index of 0. I honestly don't know the difference between an active worksheet and a selected worksheet. Returns or sets the worksheet from the workbook whose content should be displayed within the control. Okay, that sounds like the one. That sounds like the one we want, actually. But does that mean oh. Docs are not clear. Okay, that worked. It's done. So let's come back here. Sample. Okay. So here is our table. I'm going to select this table. Scroll. Okay, so that didn't change. That table. Scrolling didn't change. Oh. Okay, let me select here. Here. Bam. Okay. What if I selected there? Select here. Okay, now it doesn't change. Okay, so that is indeed the active. Okay, I think we're working. I think we're good. I think we're good here. Scroll, that didn't change. Okay, I think we're good. I think we fixed that part. Let's try another file. Let's try this one, which is flat data. I better check to make sure this is working right. Yep. Yep, okay. All right. Okay. Okay. I think we got something here. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. So I think this fixes. Hold on. Wait. I didn't test the editing. If I hit delete, does it work? It works. Woo! Okay, good. Okay, so the editing works. So delete does indeed. Hold on, let me come over here. I'm gonna hit. Let me do this one. Delete. Scroll. Delete. Scroll back. Okay, it works. It works. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Like it. I like it. I like it. Okay, so now, what else do we have? What else do? Okay, so let's handle. We need to handle changing tabs or changing the spreadsheet. Worksheet. Is it active worksheet changed? Active worksheet changed equals on active worksheet changed. And I'm going to pass that in. I'm just going to throw it in here. I'm not quite sure what this gives me yet. Oh, you know what I could do? It gives me these. New value, old value. Perfect. Okay, so new value. Actually, can I do this? I don't know if I can do args. Maybe not. I don't want to overcomplicate things. Let me just do what I know. Okay, we'll say if no. Const worksheet equals event.args.new value. Basically the same thing we did here. If worksheet, if we have a worksheet, this.code equals excel.convert worksheet to JSON, pass in the worksheet. So I think I could do that. Now, I'm just curious. I haven't done this often, but can I actually do something like this? Event.args. And then come over here and make this like that. Because this would, well, that would clean things up quite a bit. This might be, if I could do this, this would be better. And then I can change this to do the same thing. You know what? I'm just going to go for it. Active table changed. Okay. I think this is going to be nice. I think this is going to be nicer. Oh, I got to update this though. Yeah, I think that's better. But before I save, I'm going to let this finish just to test what we were doing. Yeah, see, because right now, if I change tabs, it doesn't update the JSON because the table's not selected. I don't want that to happen. If I change a tab, I want the table or the flat content in that tab, in that worksheet to become active. Like, I want that to be the focus. Like, I switch around, boom, right? Come here, boom. Yeah, I think we're onto something. Where is... There. Okay. Yeah, this is just the biggest problem is it's like still generating the application bundles. Now, I guess I can look for any code duplication. Oh, wait, we're done. Okay, hold on. Okay, so let's go upload a file, browse. We'll do this one. Okay, so first loaded, there's no table selected, but it found a table. I'm gonna change tabs, and boom, I changed tabs. There's no table selected on this. Right? Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Something's weird. Something's weird. Did you see that? That was strange. What happened? What the heck? Whoa, right there! Right there! Right there. I scrolled. I scrolled when no table was selected, and it appended data from this table. I'm seeing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then it stops. I'm seeing some null. That is strange. Okay. That is weird. Let me save this change we made to the args to make them actually strongly typed. But that was really weird. I think that was in the workbook dirty because it happened as I was scrolling. So if I went... So workbook dirty would have fired, right? Because I was scrolling. So it's this code. So did we mess up our flat data to JSON active worksheet? No. Wait, no. Whoa. Don't tell me. Hold on. My brain is almost there. My brain almost has it. I got it. I got it. The problem is, in that scenario, because of the scrolling, there wasn't an active table. Right? There was not an active table. But there were tables. Right? There were tables, but not an active one. So, because there wasn't an active table, it went to the flat data. However, because there were multiple data points, we're reading like just the cells, there was another table like way off to the right that was included in this logic. So that's why it got all messed up. So we need to fix this. Okay. Else if this dot spreadsheet dot spreadsheet dot active worksheet dot tables dot count is greater than 0, right? So if there's an active table, stick with the active table. Otherwise, we're going to see if there are any tables at all. And if we do that, we're going to take the first table we find, whatever that may be. Right? Don't you think? I think that's it. First, hey, are we on an active table? Yes or no? Yeah? Okay, well, we're going to use the active table. Do we have any tables at all? Yeah? Okay, well, we're going to use those tables. Because a table would take priority over flat data. Otherwise, it's just flat data. We're going to look for flat data. Okay, I think that's it. I think that will fix our problem. Okay, just let that build up. I mean, this is a pretty fun little project. A lot to think about. Now, I wouldn't have to worry about all this if I could have just had like a key up or key down, right? I wouldn't have to worry about that. I just have to worry about the active worksheet changed as you're changing worksheets, changing tables. I wouldn't have to worry about this at all. I would just have to worry about nothing. Actually, just editing, like key up, key down. Like, are you editing or deleting? Right? That's all I'd have to worry about. Okay. Let's go back to the app. Upload another file. Sample. Okay, here's our table. Change. That worked. I'm going to select here. I'm going to select right in the middle. Scroll. And okay, there we go. We fixed it. We hit the scroll and it switched to the first table. Now, ideally, we wouldn't change it at all. Like, I don't like that. I don't like having to worry about tracking that. I only want to know if there's a key up, key down problem. Like, did you key up, key down? Was it delete? And are you editing? That's what I want to focus on. If I didn't have to worry about that scrolling, like, come on, why does scrolling make your workbook dirty? I don't know. I'm sure it's an Excel thing. But I don't really like it. Because I'd like to just keep it where it was. All right. Well, let's bring open the docs. I mean, it looks like we're kind of wrapping up the functionality part. Active pane. What's a pane? I don't know what that means. Action executing. Action executing. Like what kind of action? Like a edit? Like a delete? Oh, great. Not even, I can't even look. It's not there. Yay. I gotta log that bug. Okay, so let's try, I'm just curious. Let's come over here. Action executed. On action executed. But let's go look at the definition here. Command. Cell and selection, cell right, cell left, cell above, cell da da da. Scroll up, scroll down. Oh, okay. Is there like a delete that happens? Hold on. Let's add a handler for this. Let's add a handler for this. Right? Maybe this will give us what we need. So I don't have to jump through all those hoops. Because that would be amazing. What is this? Copy that. Console dot log args. Args dot, I'll just say args. Close that, close that. Okay, now we'll let that go. Let that rebuild. Because if this will fire whenever I'm exiting edit mode, or if I delete something, then I can handle this instead and get rid of all this crap. Because if I'm just scrolling in the document, then I shouldn't have to change the table I'm on, right? The JSON changes. That's weird. Does workbook dirtied give me any information? No. It doesn't. Doesn't tell me anything like what was dirtied. Okay. This is really, I think the last thing we have to really worry about is that right there. Oh, and while that's running, I think we have to go to our create Excel. Oh, we're back already. Okay, let's check this out. Clear that. Let's go ahead and change this file. Select. Select. Okay, now let's see what happens if I hit 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that gave me something. That gave me something. What if I hit delete? Whoops, wrong spot. Delete. Ooh. 7. Okay, let me write that down. So 87, 79. Maybe that's all I need to work with. Okay. Let's work with that. Let's work with that. First thing though, router link. This is what I want. I need to update our upload component for this button that says create new Excel file, router link, editor. Okay, now if args dot command equal okay, give me something here. Give me something here. Here we go. Here we go. It was 87 and 79. Okay, so 60 79. Clear contents. Okay, so this is called spreadsheet action. Not there. Don't need that one. Okay, equals spreadsheet action dot clear contents. Right? So if it equals that, or args dot command equal spreadsheet action dot and then 87. No, not 87. Ugh. Nope, not 87. Exit edit mode. Enter edit mode. What is this? Enter edit mode in clear value. I just want Control F. Exit edit mode. Oh my gosh, really? Maybe this one. Maybe this one. Oh, whoops. Okay, so let's comment this out. So if it's clear contents or we're exit edit mode and update active cell, then we want to, what do we want to do? This is where we want to update something. What are we updating? The worksheet? Yeah, this dot code equals that. Active worksheet. Right? So if we can get rid of this on workbook dirtied and only handle when we're hitting delete or editing, because even if we exited edit mode, update selected cells. Don't care about that one. Okay, I think that's gonna work. I think this is gonna work right here. I'm gonna cross my fingers. Let's hope this one, this is what we're looking for. Ends edit mode of the active cell and discards any change. Yeah, see, I don't care if we discard a change. We don't need to update any code. And I'm pretty sure if we... No, not flat data. This is not right. convert worksheet to JSON. Oh, I'm so mad at myself. Active worksheet. Because this is going to check for tables. This is where we need to put that code if there's an active... If there's an active table. So we do need this code, just not there. So I do need this. Need it here. Right? What about undo and redo? That will also change. Oh my gosh, Ganesh, great point. Great point. Oh my gosh, I won't have the active table. But I need to know. See, oh my gosh, yep. Things got complicated, didn't it? What about 85 and 86? That's a great catch. So only if that is true. Well, you know, I don't have to necessarily put that code in here. I mean, would it... The problem is it would probably make sense in there. But what I don't like is we have to have an access to the spreadsheet itself, which I'm not going to have in this library. So I could do something like this. If I can do this. If this spreadsheet active table. Right? If it's the active table. Then and then else. You know, I actually like my else on this lower line. You know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to say this.code. I don't need this. I don't need that. Convert table. Something like that. Right? Something like this. So I'm going to say, hey, if we're deleting, if we're editing and updating a cell value, if we're undoing and redoing, because that could change, that's a freaking great catch, Ganesh. Thank you so much. Then we're going to say, hey, are we on an active table? If we're on an active table, that's the one we're messing with, then we're going to use that. Otherwise, we're not on an active table. Something happened. I don't know what happened. We're somewhere. And we're going to go ahead and just check. And we're going to grab the first table by default. If not, we're going to convert to flat data. Yeah. Actually, I should probably... this code I did... The JSON stuff. Oh, this I could probably do without this. I can say this.code equals... Okay. We'll have to play around with this to make sure it functions like we think it will. Because, I mean, I may have to wind up doing something like this. I'm not sure. Well, yeah. Okay, let's try it. Let's try it out. We're going to go upload it into the file. First, I want to test this. Create new. Name. Oops. That didn't work. That didn't work. But when we edited, we got... That's strange. Let's try this. That's weird. I'm gonna say args. We tested that. Didn't we test that? I don't see anything that needs to be saved. Everything looks saved. What? We just tested that. And we saw that exit edit mode and update active cell. It was 79 and 87. Oh, enter key now. Maybe it wasn't. Oh my gosh. This is a pain. Okay, this isn't gonna work. Because they don't have just edit mode, exit edit mode. We were getting 87, which was enter key navigation. Zero. $87. What did I do? Wait a minute. Oh wait, sorry. Is it and? Double and. What is it in JavaScript? I did do that. Said it didn't like it. This condition will always return false since the type spreadsheet clear contents and have no overlap. Okay. They have enter edit mode. Let's do this. I thought it was or, but why didn't that work? Does anyone know why that didn't work? Okay, that worked. That worked. I don't like that. I really don't like that I have to hit this is basically the enter key and not edit mode. That's so dumb. Like, I just want to know if a cell's been edited. That's it. That's it. So maybe I have to handle the edit mode exited and this one for clear contents, undo, redo, and then get rid of this one. So maybe I have to do a combination. Well, oh gosh. I mean, this is one event that does it all, but I don't want to like scroll and have something change on me. That's the problem. So I'll have to handle more events. Okay, let's do this. Let's see, I think I saw the enter edit mode. Yeah, but it's not when we enter edit mode, Ganesh. It has to be exit, because just because we enter doesn't mean anything's changed yet, right? Yeah, Seuss Labs. Yeah, that seems like a lot of work for a simple is cell dirty. Exactly. Like, I just want to know if the cell's been changed. Like, is it deleted? Is it a value change? Like, undo, redo? Like, I just want to know if the value changed. That's it. That's it. Okay. So that worked. Oh, that's done. 22 or 23. Okay, so because I hit enter, it worked. But what if I do 12 tab? Oops. See, that doesn't work. Because I'm hitting the tab button. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, so that's not gonna work for us. That is not going to work. We can't do that. That blows. Actually, I'm gonna leave that there for now. Right when I thought I was wrapping up. Okay, so let's do edit mode exited. So we exited edit mode. On edit mode exited. Now, what are the args I get with this? We get the cell. I don't care about that. Okay. So I know I've exited. So on edit mode exited. Try edit mode, exit edit mode and update active cell. That's what we had before. We had that before. I'd have to add that as well. Like, I'd have to start going through adding all of these different approaches. Like, I mean, I guess I could. I mean, this is a lot of if statements. Exit edit mode and update active cell. I could add another statement to that, right? I mean, that's a lot of... I mean, I guess it's the same as long as it works. But this just gives me exit edit mode. It doesn't matter. Let's compare. Let's compare. Because this is really annoying. Because really all I want to handle is edit and delete. And it doesn't matter if that happens from undo, redo or not. Just if that cell value changed, Edit, delete. Okay, let's bring up docs. Is there like a value change at all? No. Property, anything? No. Yeah, that's definitely not going to work for us. All right, let's let this update itself. I mean, we're almost done. If we could just figure out this last little tweak, tomorrow we can actually get this thing production ready, like get ready to release to the web via a Docker container. Okay. I'm sure there's gonna be like little bugs and little things that pop up, but we can fix those over time. Probably like specifically parsing CSV files, right? When we go to parse CSV files, I know there's gonna be some like little issues there where we're not parsing something properly, commas within, like for example, I know we don't properly process commas within the values, for example. Also, the separators, like some are commas, some are semicolons, like we don't do that either. So that will have to be features added on after the fact. However, we're almost there. Oh my gosh, paste command too. Ganesh, thank you so much. We gotta throw paste in there. Because obviously that's different than just editing. Oh, come on, hurry up. Hurry up and compile this. Generating browser application bundles. It's in the sealing phase. There we go. Okay, first off, let's test this. Name. Whoops. Name. Nope. But edit mode, definitely. Okay, so let's upload this. Okay, so that worked for hitting delete. That worked hitting enter. That did not work hitting tab. But exit edit mode did work. But delete doesn't work on exit edit mode. And paste doesn't work for the edit mode. Brian, I'll send you a 6-pack for your troubles nonetheless. This is an interesting live learning session. Yeah, so, okay, so delete and paste definitely aren't covered by the edit mode. However, just typing does. Okay, so anything to do with typing seems to work. Okay, so I'm gonna have to use a combination of both. So I'm gonna delete these. Oh, wait a minute. Let's check what happens with undo redo. Right here. I'm gonna go undo. Undo. Okay, so because we have undo redo here, that seems to work. Don't care about that. Don't care about that. So we do have to do this. So if we're editing something, it's either we're going to be in a table or we're going to be in flat data. I think it's going to be this. Not worksheet. So if we're editing, top, we're going to either be inside of a table or we're just going to be using flat data. So this code should handle the edit mode. Now, if we're clearing contents, undo, redo. Actually, before I do this, let me just see what happens with undo, redo without accounting for it. Like I want to see if, actually I already checked that. Undo, redo did not invoke edit mode. They really need a value changed. If there was just one event, value changed, cell value changed, regardless, cell value changed, that would be awesome. And we don't have it. That's all we need. Cell value changed. I'm going to request that because this is adding a lot of extra code that should not be necessary. It really shouldn't be necessary. Okay, so now I'm still assuming we're editing here. We'll clear contents, undo, redo. So it's going to be the same deal. Same deal. Right? Same deal. Yeah. Yeah. Seuss Labs, yeah. Cell value changed with a CRUD response. Well, yeah. That's what we need. So, actually, I could pull this out into a helper method now. Update JSON on edit. Right? Update JSON on edit. That's what this is. Oh, this. Golly. Same thing for here. This update JSON on edit. So we're gonna handle editing in general, like just gonna edit, and we're gonna assume if we're editing, we are on an active table or it's just flat data. We don't have to guess about, oh, does a table exist? Nope, you're editing. You're deleting or you're undoing and redoing. I think we have it now. I mean, that was a little painful to figure out, and that means we can get rid of this. I'll wait. I'll test it before we do that. And then I think this will be it. I mean, I do have one concern that we might want to address later once everything's like working. That concern is maybe I should actually do the processing of files on this screen. Right? Oh, something's happening. Oh. My icons disappeared. But, maybe I should, like, when I select a file, I parse everything on this screen and show, like, a little loading dialog, and then pass the data, the JSON and the workbook to the next screen. Right? Do that instead. Because what I'm concerned about is, like, locally, this works great. Locally, this is working everything fine. It's all handy-dandy. But what happens when it goes on a server and you have a slow internet connection? Right? That's kind of what I'm worried about. But we can, we'll address that later. All right. Sample. Here's my table. No table selected. Change. Scroll. Scrolling. This all works. Change. Scroll. That all works. Back to here. Okay, we're back. Now, what happens when I delete? Null. Undo. Okay. I think we have it. Yeah. Delete. Now undo, 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 undo. Yeah, I think we got it. 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 Yeah, we got it. Okay. Yes. Oh, wait. One more thing to test before I get too excited. I always do this myself. I celebrate too early.
Any of these kind of
New file.
terms.
What? New file.
None of that matters if you can't write music well.
Something's being cached. There we go. There we go. Okay. This is a problem here.
Learning your craft.
This is a problem here. Why isn't that working?
It doesn't matter where the music is going ultimately. This is when it's in your head and you're still thinking about it. You've got to
Oh!
how to
It didn't work because I didn't have any values.
through completion
Duh. That had me worried. Okay.
and have it stand
Never mind. It works.
with everything else.
It works. You were freaking out over nothing. Name, age. Brian, I'm 100 years old. I'm really old. Right? We'll call this location. Okay. Okay, it works. It works. It does work. We got it. We got it. Okay, let's go upload file. Let's do sample. This is flat data. That seemed to work. This is not a table. Perfect. Oh, yes. Okay, yeah, we're good. We're good. Now, I think
And
I do need to do something here.
what plugins you have,
On the create new Excel file,
the right reverb helps and everything.
the service is being cached.
It really comes down to what's
The service is being cached on the new Excel file.
in your heart.
So I need to think, maybe I handle
Or what make the best video game.
the click event. Right?
Because I'm not really talking about video
And we pass null.
music.
Okay, let's fix that. I think because when I click this, there's the file is being from our service. So yeah. Okay, let's fix that real quick. So this looks good. Oh, while I'm in here,
You have
I'm going to delete workbook dirtied.
you have to know
Okay, I'm going to delete this code.
and say something meaningful.
I'm gonna move this away from the events, and I'll put it down
You learn in school
here past the events.
or something you learn from reading a book or watching YouTube videos or anything.
Actually, is that an event? Oh, that's an event. Sorry. I'll put it below my events.
From trying it over and over and over and over.
I'll just put it at the bottom. Okay, got that. Clean that up. Let's go. Please also check if paste is working. Oh! Okay, yeah, I will. Good catch, good catch. Because we might need to update this. That code is done. But we might need to update this for paste. But we do need to go back to our upload component. Both the HTML. And I was using the router link, but actually that's not going to work. This isn't going to work for us. What we're going to want is a click event. Button click. On new file clicked. Right. So this is upload component. And all I'm going to do is we're going to navigate to editor, passing in null. Or can I not pass in null? I'll need to fix this. Null. Oh! Didn't mean to do that. There we go. I'm just trying to save. I'm just trying to save. Okay, so now do I have to handle... do I have to handle, like, having a null... Like, a null something? Or did we already do that? Let's go to the editor. Okay, that looks good. In the on init... Yeah, I'm already checking for file. So if there's no file, then there's no name to set, and we can just load the file. So I'm already covering that scenario. So what I did was, because this storage file is in a service, and we're injecting the service, right? This is storing the file we're passing. When I was just navigating to the other page, that file is still in memory. So I needed to get rid of that, and we're just gonna go boom, right there. On file clicked. Pass in a null file. That's gonna null this out. And then when we go to the next page, it's all good. Okay. Whew. So let's double check the paste, and we'll test our new. And then I think we can call it done for today. All right, we're done with that. So let's go ahead and upload. Sample. Okay, so we wanted to test paste. So, okay, I'm gonna throw some values in here. That worked. I'm gonna copy 12. Paste 12. Ah, okay, paste didn't work. Paste didn't work. Paste, okay, so we gotta fix paste. But let's go back to upload another file. Create new. Oops, I did it again. Name, age, Brian. Okay, 100. Perfect. So that works. Okay, so we gotta add paste in here. Ganesh, you are awesome. Awesome. If I had a team, I would want you on it. You pay attention to detail. That's great attention to detail. Spreadsheet action dot paste. Every team needs someone like Ganesh. Picking up those little details. Checking every possible scenario. All right, let's validate paste is working. And if that works, we'll need to fix this. Seuss Labs agree. Oh yeah. We'll need to fix this because this is going to change, but we'll work on that tomorrow when we start working on like getting it deploy ready. I actually don't know how I'm going to do that. Most of the apps I write are like demos. Or just for streams, just showing you how to do something. I hardly ever write like production web apps. So I've never actually had to publish a completed web app. So this should be interesting. Okay, hurry up, hurry up. I'm ready. Ready to try this out. Still working on generating the application bundles. That's the only complaint I really have. Those application bundles take forever. They're huge. Okay. All right, let's go. I'm going to try this sample, which is flat data. I'm going to copy the 10 and paste the 10. And it worked. Check that out. Undo. What's redo? I don't know what redo is. Control Z, control... What's redo? Anyone know what redo is? Control Z is undo. Control X is cut. Control C, maybe Control V. Yep, it's Control V. Nice. Nice. Great job, team. Great job, team. That's for you. That's for you all. Oh, Control Y. Control Y. Control Y. Okay, cool. Well, let's open up Get Crack-a-lackin'. Because we have added support for parsing Excel files. And I will push this to the repo. So now everyone can go get the code. This is GitHub, Brian Lagunas, Excel to JSON. I'll put this in the chat over there. So we have added the rest of the code. Awesome. We can call this a successful day. That was pretty complicated. I'm gonna stop this. Close that out. That was a pretty fun little experiment. Parsing Excel, worksheets, workbooks, tables, flat data, like coordinating, editing, like that was a lot. That was a lot. But we figured it out. Now tomorrow is going to be my last stream of the week, and it's perfect timing because I have to leave. I'm going on, it's not really vacation, but it's kind of a vacation. Thursday morning, I'm hitting the airport with my wife. She is going to compete at her national bodybuilding show in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So we'll be heading out there Thursday morning, early. I'm getting like 3 a.m. I have to wake up. But she's going to go compete in her national show. So tomorrow's going to be my last work day that I'll be able to stream. So hopefully we can get our Docker container all fixed up and everything tomorrow. Get probably restructure the repo a little bit. I don't like how the folder structure is right now. So I'll probably restructure some things. And we'll get a Docker container created. And hopefully everything will just work in a container as we would expect. Let's see. Nice, dude. That's where I'm at. Enjoy the time in the city and be sure to check out Mount Washington. It's beautiful at night. Well, there won't be much time for actual sightseeing, right? So her show's on Saturday, but she has to check in on Thursday night. So we got to make sure we get there in time to check in. And then she's got very strict like training routine, eating. She's prepped all her meals for for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like she's prepped and frozen her meals that we have to travel with. When she's not working out, she has to like lay down in bed before her show. She has to lay down. She can't be out and about doing anything because she's got to make sure the blood is being evenly dispersed throughout her body and not like pooling in her legs if she's walking around all day. She don't want her legs like getting bigger than the rest of her muscle. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. But she's a champion, right? That's what champions do. They lay in bed all day, letting their blood disperse throughout their body to give them just the slightest advantage. But yeah, should be fun. Should be fun. Ganesh, appreciate that. Yeah, never knew that side of it all. Hope she kicks some butt. I hope so too. I hope so too. She kicked some butt in her last show. She swept it, man. I'm so awesome. Came away with 5 trophies. But we'll see, man. This is a whole different show. This is nationals, right? This isn't a local Idaho show. This is nationals. Freaking everyone from around the country is going to be at this thing. If she places in, I think, top 2, she will earn her pro card. And I can say, not only is my wife a trophy wife, she's a professional bodybuilder. I'll be able to say that. I can't say that right now, but I'll be able to say it soon. But all right. Well, thank you once again, everyone, for joining me and watching me struggle through parsing all these Excel files. I know you could spend your time doing anything else, but you chose to spend it with me. I greatly appreciate you all. I love you all. And I hope to see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Have a great one. See you next time.